kids, and welcome to the show. Today we're talking about lies and being wrong. Before we do that, run down, smash that like button. Like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Also in my description, there are a whole bunch of things that you can do to support the channel and help yourself out. You can use our affiliate link for my digital money. You can head down and get some free crypto with those two links, or you can visit our website at BlessedFatherhood.com. And best of all, you can buy some Scars and Stripes coffee using our link in the description. So let's move into our topic today. What we're talking about is lies and being wrong. Sometimes people look at someone that is just wrong as lying to them. And today's topic, we are talking about what it means to lie. Lie in our culture seems to have become something that is transient in that it moves back and forth. It doesn't stay in one place because for some reason our culture has now decided that truth can move back and forth very fluidly. What we used to say was someone's perception, that is my perception of what's going on, has become that person's truth or their reality. And so that shift has changed other definitions in our society as well. And a big one is lies. People are saying that person is lying. And that's where we need to step back and say, is someone lying to you? Lying is so that you can receive something. That is what lying is. The sin is there. It's you are saying something that is untrue because you want something else, whether that's acceptance, whether that's whatever, you are going to get something in return. However, in society today, people are saying that person is lying and they're not getting anything in return. So then you have to ask yourself, are they really lying if they're not receiving anything in return? Do they know they're lying? And that's where being wrong comes in. Because oftentimes in our lives, as we grow older, we learn, and we learn right from wrong. And we also have these life experiences that change our minds. If we are never wrong, then we can never learn. But we have learned throughout our life that it's possible to be wrong. Yeah, I know that was kind of a loopity-loop thing, but that's the thing. There's a time where you can just be wrong and give bad information. Like I can say just pick a date. The moon landing happened in 1984. Maybe I was taught that. Maybe I remembered it wrong and I said the moon landing was in 1984. For those of you who don't know, the moon landing was in the 60s. I don't know the exact date off the top of my head. I should, because it's really cool. But if someone tells you something, you have to ask yourself, why are they telling me this? Are they telling me this because they're trying to educate me? Or are they telling this to me because they want something? And that's really the questions you have to ask yourself. If it's out of education, if this person is trying to teach you something and they are wrong, they're teaching you something wrong, and then you're going off and you're going to repeat that wrong statement. That wrong statement isn't the lie. The lie is when you find out what the truth is and you continue to share the wrong statement. Today's society, today's culture, especially here in the United States, I can't speak for cultures around the world because I haven't traveled in a while. A lot like other people. So I can't really speak to other cultures. But in this culture, the divide really comes from people thinking they are right. They are the only truth that matters. And the thing is you can't have multiple truths and peace. You can have one truth that people disagree with or don't like, because you know what? There are truths that we can just not like. For example, there is the truth of gravity. Man, I really wish gravity wasn't here all the time. Maybe I wish I could control it. The truth is that gravity exists and it holds us on the earth. It doesn't mean that I have to just be like, oh, gravity is the most perfect thing in the world. No, gravity is something I interact with on a daily basis, and I'm going to have to learn to live with it. Yeah, I have to live with gravity. And you have to live with that person that you don't like. Unfortunately, you think that person is lying to you, and they're not. they're just wrong. I could be wrong, but you could check to see if someone is wrong. I want you to smash the like button. So that's why I'm telling you stuff. So maybe I'm lying to you about lying. Or maybe I'm not. So my point is, you have to understand that when someone is taught something, if they're taught how to tie their shoe or they're taught how to drive, they're going to continue to tie their shoes and drive like that their entire life. Sometimes even when they realize that it's not the perfect way to do it. Like, my daughter does this weird thing with her shoes, and it looks a lot more efficient than what I do with my shoelaces. So, am I going to learn her way? Probably not, because there's nothing wrong with my way. That's the right way, right? Or is hers the right way? I know we're talking about major and much bigger topics when we're talking about the world, but in reality, everything comes down to, is it truth, and am I trying to get something from you? Here's the one that people will probably, I don't know, I think people are a little more pro-life now, but when you look at a baby within a mother's womb, is it a baby? When is it a baby? For me, it's a baby the second it's identifiable as a baby. Boom, the first human cell. Some people say it's not a baby until much later. So what is it? Is it a baby? Is it not a baby? I say it's a baby. And what it is, the DNA makeup of it is true. Some people don't want to accept the language that it's a baby, and they're okay with saying fetus, the Latin word for baby. And they're okay with saying anything but baby, because words mean something, unless you change them to mean something else. When you find yourself being angry with people and you're like, how could you believe this? Understand that it's really easy to believe a lie that you are taught is the truth. It's really hard to change your mind when everything you've ever been taught goes against the very eyes in your head. When you have to flip your entire world on its head to wrap yourself around what is going on, you will realize that things are just crazy. And there are a lot of people trying to take advantage of a lot of other people. And because the lies have been so numerous, and this side told these lies over and over again, and this side told these lies over and over again, and then it becomes truth in these two separate cultures, these two separate countries that we have now. And now people are fighting because of the lies of people that they will never meet. So I challenge you to step back from social media and all that stuff for a while, all the news for a while. Step back from, I'm saying step back from YouTube, but don't step back from YouTube. Oh, well, this channel. Step back, though, and ask yourself what the powers that be want you to know. Then ask yourself what they don't want you to know. Because people can be wrong. But some of our leaders right now are straight up lying. So my challenge for you today is, don't think about that neighbor of yours as being someone that's lying to you and trying to manipulate you and trying to get you to believe something that is untrue. I want you to start thinking of your neighbor and saying, we disagree. Who are they listening to? And who am I listening to? And why are we disagreeing so much? Because you might find out that when you actually sit down and have a cup of coffee or drink some iced tea with your neighbor, you will start to weed out the lies, and the two of you can come to some truth. Until next time, work hard, be kind, and have fun.